Hey JCLers, I'm Kayla, your head spirit coordinator, and we today are going to be making props for state convention. So get pumped. States is only a few weeks away, and we're going to be making props for 2 different days. So Saturday is the Massachusetts Monster Mash, in which half of you guys are going to be making cyclopes eyes, and the other half are going to be making minotaur horns. But both people that are making those, you're going to need this, which is basically a band made out of duct tape that you're going to put on your head. And so if you are going to be a cyclops, which we have assigned, you're going to make your cyclops eye, you're going to attach it right onto the band. And if you are going to be a minotaur with the minotaur horns, you're going to attach the horns right here. So this is basically a starting point that everyone's going to need to make one of these. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make one of these, which you'll be using for Saturday. So it's just kind of like a final product you can see. So I used green duct tape to make the actual band, and then we want to make a uniform, so I put some black paper on the edge. So if you do have black duct tape, you can avoid having to do the construction paper step altogether and just follow along with making the band. So if you do have that black duct tape, cool, just follow along with the duct tape part. But if you do not have black duct tape, or if you have green like me, you will need a piece of black construction paper, like I have right here, and you will need your duct tape roll. You'll need a ruler and a pencil, and then also need some regular tape, or if you have a double-sided tape, that works great too. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and make the band itself. So everyone's head's a little different size, so you're going to take your end and your duct tape, you're going to kind of pull it out a little bit. There we go. Now you're going to measure your head. So you can do this with the tape measure too, if you want to use a tape measure and measure the exact amount and then measure out the duct tape, or you can just go like that. So I see this is a pretty good size. I may make it a little bit longer, just kind of pull it out a little more. All right, it's a pretty good size for my head, this entire piece. So I'm going to cut it or rip it. I find ripping duct tape is easier than cutting, but it's up to you. I'm going to rip it, just like that. Okay. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take another piece of duct tape, so I don't have my big long piece. I'm going to put it right on top. So, I'm going to rip it all the way out. Okay, it's almost right side. There we go. And so what I was going to say is you're going to want to put it on top with a little bit of white on one end, so you can fold over the white. But if you really think your skills are good at putting it directly on top without any sticky part coming off, that's cool. But I'm going to do it this way. A little bit of white. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of white there, which I will fold over. So I'm going to rip this. Just going to test it again to make sure it looks good. Yeah, so that's a little big. We can cut that at the end. It's no problem. Okay, so you're going to take your little white spots, right, and you're going to just fold that directly over onto the green, just like that. Okay, that's one side done. Now I'll do the other. If you feel like any white on the ends, you can fold that right over. A little bit of white. I'm just going to go whoop, fold it. All right, so now I have my band. No white showing. I'm going to kind of put on my head again, and it looks like that's about good right there. So I'm just going to take that, hold it, so I know that all this stuff is extra because my head basically fits right there. So I'm going to cut it. Whoop, just like that. And put it one more time, just like that, okay? And I'm going to tape it. So I'm going to keep that spot. I'm going to grab a piece of tape. Going to take it and going to tape it just right on over. Okay, if you want to put a little piece on the inside too, because it's a little flappy, you can do that as well. Okay, so now you have your good band, just like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, so if this is black duct tape, you're good. You don't need to watch the rest of this video. But if you have other color, we're going to put the black over the green. So we're going to take our piece of black construction paper. And so essentially, you're going to kind of fold it in half like this. And you're going to see that basically going to cut out two pieces. One piece of the black is going to go on this side. The other piece is going to go on the other side. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your black piece and you're going to lay it directly over your hat, just like that. So you'll see that if you kind of lay it on top, there's a little bit extra black on the end. That's fine. That's actually good in case you want to have some extra. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and like fold it over your piece. There you go. So it's nice like folds, as you can see. Okay. And so from that fold, you'll see this part's going to go on your green. But we want to have a little bit of extra room so that we can fold over part of the black, as you can see here. See how like part of it's like folded over. So you're going to take your ruler, and from that crease, you're going to measure 1 centimeter. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to measure 1 centimeter from the crease. Get your pencil for this. Measure on the other side. Okay. Now that you have your measurements, you're going to cut it out right where you made that little pencil mark. Okay, so now I have my one black piece. Now you can do, so you can take this one piece and you're going to put it over the other side of the paper. So, just like that. And you're going to follow your guidelines of your first one and then cut out the second piece. So go like this, and I'm going to cut it out just along there. Okay, so now I have two pieces the same length of the black. What we're going to do is we're going to put this piece directly on top. So you see how there's going to be like no really green showing. You don't really want any green to show. You want to cover it all in black, just like that. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to, once it's covered over, you're going to fold the extra part onto the inside, just like that. Fold it. So once you have your fold, you're going to take a piece of duct tape. You don't want a few pieces. You're going to piece probably like this big, like 3 of them, so you can just attach it securely on the inside. 2. And so you're going to want 3 for both sides, so that means you're going to want 6 total. Okay, so now that I have my little fold mark, just like that, I'm going to put my right on top, and then where it's folding, this part I'm going to tape on the inside so that I have a secure piece on the out. So I'm going to put that back in. One piece of tape, I'm just going to put it right in there. 1, 2, 3. If you feel you need more tape on the inside, that's fine, but I think this is good. So now you have your black, just like that. So now you're going to do the other side, as well as attaching these ends here. So if you want, there's a little bit of extra, you can just tape that right in there. Okay, so now I got that all secure. And I'm going to take my other piece, I'm going to do the same thing I just did. Fold. So you just like this. Fold it over the end. Okay. Now you can do is that you can have this nice crease on the end there, so you can cover up any green. And then right on the inside, you can put a little piece of tape. Take my piece. Okay, so now it's nice and secure, and then you can just tape the rest on the inside. A little more tape here. Okay. Right, so now it's taped right on in there. And then you can take this end and then tape it right on the inside. Okay. So now you have a black band, just like that. And it's good, so when you put it on your head, all you see is black, no green, and it will all be uniform. Okay, so now once you guys have made this band, you're going to go to, if you were a cyclops, then you were going to go to cyclops video, but if you're a minotaur, you're going to go to the minotaur video and attach your parts. All right.